So let's be straight with one another, guys. Like, we all know that Monday Night Raw has not been what it could be for quite some time now. Despite having all the talent in the world, the powers that be just have not been able to put on a consistently good show in a long time. Last night, that was a really good start to what I hope is a big ramp up now that live audiences are starting to return. We saw fresh matchups with stakes on the line, massive upsets, some surprises along the way, some of them very, very pleasant. This was the best Raw in quite some time. Was it perfect? No. Allow me to explain. First things first, y'all know what to do. Hit the button, subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel for more content like this, plus exclusive interviews. Got one up there right now with Frankie Monet. Make sure to check that out, and so much more right there on the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel. Now, I'm Ricky Ucchino. Let's get into this. This is what Raw got right this week, and what made me just go, you know what? Who cares? Because this was a good show.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
We all saw the backstage reports this week, and it turns out that USA Network was really kind of pissed off, weren't they? After WWE decided to move Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio inside Hell in a Cell to SmackDown, Raw last night got to make good. They got a Hell in a Cell match all of their own. Now, it was not for either the Universal or WWE Championship, but it was still highly entertaining. For the second time in less than 24 hours, Bobby Lashley stepped into the demonic structure, this time going up against Xavier Woods, which was set up wonderfully at the beginning of the night. Kofi Kingston is going to get his WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank, and what was a rivalry that was starting to be built around gold and who takes their craft more seriously just got personal. Bobby Lashley predictably did beat Xavier Woods in the main event and forced Kofi to watch on as he locked in the Hurt Lock inside the Hell in a Cell on his longtime friend and just would not let go, just grating the man's face against the chain link fence like it was a cheese grater as Kofi just screamed over and over to let him go. An absolutely fantastic way to close out the show. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, Xavier Woods has been doing hella good work for a long time now. He's one of the best in-ring performers on Monday nights in the entire company, one of the best outside-of-ring performers as well. Dude can do it all. He's been crushing it for years, and the fact that more people don't acknowledge it is truly mind-boggling. So, we got some Money in the Bank qualifying matches last night, 5 of them to be exact. A very simple thing to do. Very, very simple, but very, very effective. So much better than just trotting out 6 competitors like they did randomly for Elimination Chamber earlier this year. Have these guys earn their way in. Every match on Raw last night felt important, because they were. And on top of that, my God, WWE made all the right booking decisions. Upsets, upsets, upsets galore, and I'm all here for it. Ricochet, John Morrison, and Riddle all got over AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre. Yes, there were some protections put in place. Yes, there were some hijinks involved in getting these guys over, but still the right decisions were made. It is time for fresh faces in new situations. Just off the abilities of those 3 men who qualified alone, this match is going to bang. And it's also more likely that this match is going to make someone, elevate someone to the upper level, someone who has the talent to be there but just hasn't ascended to that top level yet. They tried this last year with Otis. It didn't work out. I'm glad to see them not shy away from this formula due to past miscalculations, shall we say. The pandemic obviously did not help Otis either, just to be fair. Now then, the first and really only miscue when it comes to the men's Money in the Bank match. What is this second chance qualifier crap? Fuck that. You have enough guys on the roster to do one more match. You really do. Do AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre really need one more opportunity? The answer is no. If I were Jinder Mahal, Jeff Hardy, Cedric Alexander, and Sheamus, I'd be pissed off too, especially with Drew getting another crack at it. Drew, who has had a bazillion cracks at it this year and is supposed to be out of the WWE title picture altogether. And by the way, I am about to put Damian Priest's face on a milk carton or something. I know there are reports that are scheduled to come out later today to shed some light on where he's been, but as of this recording, all I can do is just throw my damn hands up in the air. Because this guy has been the ultimate company guy since he made the move over to Raw, working with and making sure to help get Bad Bunny over at WrestleMania, doing the promotional zombie match with The Miz, and now he can't even get on TV. Dude can't even get in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. The dude has still only wrestled 5 different people on Raw since he was brought up earlier this year. Seriously, what gives?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Shortly after this recording was made this morning, the Wrestling Observer came out with a report that Damian Priest has been dealing with a back injury. Now, Fightful Select has denied that report and says that Priest has been unable due to other reasons, undisclosed reasons, for the last couple of weeks and could be back as soon as next week.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Instead of singles matches for the women last night, WWE set up 2 interesting tag team matches instead. Now, while yes, the ladies should have gotten their own qualifying matches, there's still plenty to break down in these 2 tag team matches. We'll start with Alexa Bliss. She did get some new music last night. Very good. I like the song a lot. Also, let's be honest, that slowed down version of the Firefly Funhouse music sucked, and it really didn't fit, you know, her vibe for bouncing and being happy and walking down and skipping to the ring. It just didn't work. I'm glad they changed it. Nikki Cross. Oh, Nikki, dressed up as if she's a superhero now. Okay, you know what? Screw it. If anyone on that roster can make this work, it is Nikki Cross. She has this wonderful, bubbly personality. Characters are constantly evolving. I know everybody loves crazy Nikki Cross from Insanity, but what good would it do, honestly, for her to go backwards in her career? Let's move forward. I'll give this a shot. I will. I'll keep an open mind. She pours her soul into everything she does. I'm just happy she's back on my TV screen and getting a steady push. After all, she was the one who picked up the victory in that tag team match over Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax to put both her and Alexa Bliss in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I would have liked to have seen some more interaction, reaction, recognition between these 2 former tag team partners and tag team champions in Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, but clearly they are just on much different paths right now. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it, folks. Let's get to it. Piper Niven is now called Doudrop.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
Yeah, it sucks, but she hates it just as much as we do, and she ain't here to take Eva Marie's either, which is something I truly wasn't expecting. Eva Marie introduced her new protege to the WWE Universe last night as Doudrop, and Piper Niven was visibly disgusted, which gives me hope that the name won't be around forever. Also, later on in their Money in the Bank qualifying match, while Doudrop was holding that match down on her own, looked like she was about to pick up the victory for the 2nd week in a row over Naomi, Eva Marie tagged herself in, tried to get that glory all on her own. Plan backfired big time, and she got beat as Piper refused to tag herself back in. You guys, this is a really great development. Piper Niven isn't there to play this I'm just happy to be here, so I'm going to take this abuse type of role. No, she's there to be taken seriously. This student and the master relationship between her and Eva is off to a rocky start, and it's a much needed wrinkle that I wasn't expecting this soon. Plus, we get Asuka and Naomi in Money in the Bank, not Eva and Piper. No offense to Piper, that's just a win all around. Naomi and Asuka should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, particularly Naomi. Can't wait to see what she does. Lastly, this will make everybody happy. Charlotte is getting a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship at Money in the Bank. This after Rhea got scolded for taking the easy way out at Hell in a Cell. You know, for using part of the announcer's table as a weapon and getting disqualified.
What?
Yeah, that thing that wrestlers have been using and abusing with impunity for the last 5 decades. Rhea gets disqualified for using it and then gets chastised for it.
What the fuck?
Okay, this was easily the weakest thing on the show last night, just for the sheer fact that it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Meantime, I'm okay with this moving forward because I like the idea of Charlotte and Rhea, frankly, just beating the hell out of each other for months on end until they realize that they have a lot in common and join forces. They could be a really, really good and really, really dominant tag team, so sign me up for that. In fact, here's my thought. I would have Nikki Cross, Molly Holly, get up and all, win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then cash in on Rhea after she successfully retains against Charlotte at Money in the Bank. Rhea could beat Charlotte in maybe a surprise roll-up fashion. The Queen gets pissed off. She decimates Rhea after the match, maybe puts her through that announcer's table that they're not allowed to use anymore. Here comes Nikki Cross. She runs down, she cashes in, she picks up the big win. Nikki Cross is the Raw Women's Champion. She can move on and do other things. Rhea and Charlotte, they can continue their blood feud. I realize the last 3 Money in the Bank winners for the women all cashed in within 24 hours. But you know what? If it makes sense, and I think this does, why not go for 4 in a row? That's our video this time around. Make sure to give us the old thumbs up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel for more content like this, plus exclusive interviews. Again, I have one up with Frankie Monet right now, and so much more.